so this is my blog. I'm doing it on my phone because on my laptop I don't really have a mouse and the scrolling mechanism goes too fast because I got so much work. Anyway, let's start. This is just the research I've done for in the summer. I didn't particularly use these artists actually, but they do involve people, and I did end up doing the theme of people. Well, obviously I changed the theme a bit so it's more specific, but these are the contemporary ones. These are the historical ones. This artist I've used quite it's most similar to my style, I think, here. And later on I actually I use a different geez, I'm nervous. I draw my characters in a bunch of different art styles, and this is one of them. These are the themes I've decided to choose for this summer thing. Chose flowers. I took these pictures at my dad's. I think I'm quite good at drawing flowers, but it's not something I'm super passionate about. And here's the research on flowers. And, well, the analysis. Religious art and architecture. I feel like I could have incorporated this into the theme I ended up picking because I'm quite interested in this sort of stuff, but it doesn't really link. Maybe for my final pieces I could have used these as backgrounds, but I'm planning to sort of edit the characters I've done for my final pieces into into some backgrounds so it gives the characters more context. I'm not sure if I'll be able to have time for that because I'm handing in tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see what happens. People, these are all based off figures of pictures I've taken, so they're all from the same anime. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these. I prefer drawing my own characters. And people. Okay, I have no clue what that means. I'm gonna pause this and get my book so I can read it out. Now that I remember, I've left my book at college, but maybe I'll have time to edit this. I hope so. Cats. This is my cat. She's so cute. Well, she isn't my cat anymore, but that's a long story. That doesn't particularly matter. More research. I went to a gallery. It was super nice. These don't really relate to my theme either, but Oh yeah, and I saw this artist. He did these two people drawings here, and I saw him unveil this new work, and it was really cool. But it was really hot, and some annoying person behind me was using a fan because it was 35-degree weather, which is and it was boiling in there. It was really crowded, but yeah, I kind of wish I could have slapped her because she was really annoying. Can you be more considerate? But some people are like that. Anyway, chosen themes. Oh yeah, this is just the stuff I'm interested in. So I've kind of incorporated some of these ideas. Yeah, I did end up using this first one, emotions through visual and metaphorical imagery. But I did test out these ones. Oh, and I guess I did do outfit and costumes because I sort of linked those two. I just didn't use this background/environment sort of theme. I think it's mostly because in the previous project I did, I already did something quite similar to it. I already did something to do with the environment, so I thought that there wasn't too much point in doing that. So yeah, this is the connection with nature, which I ended up not doing, but it's a bit of testing out. Quite like this one, but her skin tone is a bit, yeah, I said it there, it's a bit ashy. It's just a bit, you can still see the guidelines. The flowers are a mess, but this was just experimenting, so I wasn't too worried about it. Same here, not a huge fan, but do like this one though. And there's a picture of me. Well, that's not me. It's a drawing of me, and I used her as a reference. um, yeah, I did end up later using drawing of me later, so I guess I've kind of kept that, haven't I? Which is quite nice. Here's another of me. Some peer assessment. I need to get more peer assessment because later down I don't have much peer assessment, so it won't be in this video, but oh well. This is an artist I previously did research on, and I thought it just matched perfectly. It looks gorgeous. Some backgrounds, my project proposal. I'd go into it, but I am on my phone right now, as I said, so it wouldn't work properly. And I need to get some primary source images, so here they are. I feel like I should have worn, I didn't wear the best sort of outfit. I feel like it would have been good if I wore like a tight vest and then some leggings, because then you'd probably be able to see my figure. And, you know, but anyway. Look at the teddy bear, nice. Yeah, I'm not, yeah, anyway. Yeah, in the corner of this one it says AI generated content, which is really weird because I just edited something out. But you know, I mean, I guess that means the whole thing's AI generated. That was sarcasm, by the way. I didn't know if you'd. I'm gonna go past that. This is looking more into fashion. I also did this research on Vivienne Westwood for a previous project, so I may as well put that in there. It's how I use fashion to express myself. I kind of like how they're like flying off the page here and slowly leaving us. I hate those outfits. Those are absolutely disgusting. In fact, now I'm thinking about it, I should put myself on Do Not Disturb in case anyone annoying texts me. Oh, and this is sort of the place where I get more into drawing my own characters. This is sort of where it starts. Ooh, some research on more artists. You know, it's kind of funny coincidence. From all of these artists, I have a t-shirt of their art. It's really weirdly specific, and it probably doesn't even matter, but I think it's so funny that all of these I just happen to have a t-shirt with their art on it. I really like these artists though, especially this one. He's like my favorite. I've actually got they've released 2 books in person, so I've got those 2 books, and they've got the rest of it on Webtoon. They actually started the brand before they started doing the books. And then they did the story after to help it sell, I guess. It's a collaboration actually, this one. It's from a collaboration with Gucci. This looks like some beer company, and this is a traditional sketch. I mean, Iraqi usually works in traditional, but yeah. This is sort of where the theme comes up a bit more, where you can see it starting to develop. You can see the ideas come out here, like this is the mask idea. Me trying to draw hands, because in all of my previous works, I'm like, I hate drawing hands. This is the worst hand ever. It looks like a claw. Nothing changes. Literally nothing changes. Still in my final pieces, I've analyzed. I've been like, I hate these. These are disgusting, and they should die. That's a bit dramatic. that's a tiny bit dramatic. Oh, this is kind of where the doll idea comes from. As you can see from the start, I knew, I was like, okay, I want it to be like a cute sort of stereotypical doll style. the shattering glass idea. Choosing a theme. And this is the theme that I ended up on, human fragility and expression through fashion. Okay, and these are some outfits I've taken pictures of. I really should have put them on myself so I could see how they fit on actual skin and how they crease and all of that. But I did end up doing that for my final, where I did put on the outfits that I was going to put onto me, because I ended up using different themes so I could see how other people express themselves through fashion. We're seeing how you want to lay it out and what materials I want to use. I really enjoyed doing this one actually. I just photocopied this small drawing I've done, started doing it again and again. As much as I like the results of the other one, I've always been more good with coloured pencils and watercolour, but I feel like there's more variation in coloured pencils. You can layer stuff, you can blend stuff better. There's not like there is a set amount of colours you can use, but you can layer them. So, unlike the alcohol markers or felt tips or fine liners. Oh, and there's all the pros and cons. More development. This is the mask idea. As you can see, this is the outfit from... Where is it? This is this second outfit right here. Can you kind of see it? Oh yeah, this is a shot I was talking about that I've got of the Peter Richardson work. There's a reference. Oh, and that's where I got that pose from. That pose. I really like this shot, and now I'm really like this shot. Lol. Ew. Why did I say that? The shattered glass idea. But I'm looking at this, and the legs are like hella short. She is giving Disney knees. I don't know if you know what that is. This is me doing fine liner. When you can see the ball jointed joints. Same with this one. The alien idea. More of the alien idea. Just some references I took from aliens. Since, I mean, it's debatable whether they exist or not. Personally, I think they do, but just not in this stereotypical, like, this way. But, yeah, I took ideas from mostly this doll right here. I know this image is cut off, but later on I do show it again. References. See, like, this one's for the the background for the alien, because I've always seen Centipede as quite alien-y. You can't tell, well, you can tell me this thing lives on Earth, but look at how freaky that thing is. Background for the shattered doll, and I know why this picture has a little galaxy inside of the glass. I don't think that's very realistic, but started all working on the backgrounds. Yeah, I was thinking of making it so they've got an actual background, so they're in a place and they're just not like in a void of whatever. But I'll be doing that as some additional work, like I said, if I've got time. Here's the pencil version, analysed. And I did some research on Frida Kahlo, because she does do a lot about... Her theme's pretty similar to what my theme's pretty similar to what she does. See, it's sort of all about human fragility or just mental health. She went through a lot, didn't she? I've written it here. Oh wait, I'm not sure if you want me to. There you go. And she also was very into fashion. She was also like, there's a photo of her, and all the other girls are wearing dresses, and she's wearing a suit. And for this time, that was like very much out of the ordinary. She's always just been a bit quirky. Back to the project work. I've been doing stuff on paper, which isn't as sustainable. So I tried it on cardboard, and I really ended up not liking it. So I stuck to paper. But what I did do was, when I failed a drawing and I didn't like it, instead of getting a whole new piece of paper, I just flipped it over and I used that. Because I mean, there's no point, you know. I don't want to waste more than I need to. This is me looking at how I should lay them out. I ended up laying them out all next to each other, horizontally. Yeah. This is the references for ball jointed dolls. So you can see they're all quite feminine, but they still look a bit gloomy. I quite like this last one. It's quite 2000s. That's a character I based off it. And this is the outfit I chose, but I did end up changing this. I just haven't gotten to the part where I show how other people express themselves through fashion. And these are the other character designs I had for them. And the outfits as a reference. This is the shattered glass I did. I quite like this design, actually. I like how it's over her eye and it makes it look like it does kind of look like a doll, you know, because if you break a doll, depending on what type, the quality, it could be held up by sort of metal, the eyes, like a metal bar. I think this is the most similar one I have to the current design I used. It's still a bit different. I have changed a lot about it. These are the outfits I've used. This is where I get to the part of showing how different people express themselves through fashion and the stereotypes that link with that. Okay, so the next two ideas is when I started exploring the different styles. See, this is the Lolita style I was talking about. I used it for I ended up using it for the doll idea, but I do quite like how it looks on her. See, look, that's kind of what the style looks like. A boho? Yes, I ended up keeping boho for this, wait, for the masked idea? Oh no, for the masked idea, I ended up just drawing myself for it. Yeah. But I did end up using boho for the shattered glass. I thought it would be good because the top's quite it's quite small, so you can see more of the shattered effect on her body. This is thing I decided not to use. And I've kept the scene with alienation. Yeah, this she basically hasn't changed. The colour of her tights, instead of pink, I used a teal. I've made the belt a bit more curved, so it actually looks like it's wrapping around her. I changed the colour of the print on the shirt. I made her antennas. I know, I made them more stereotypical. I made her ears a bit bigger. Oh, and I changed her shoes. Some others ideas I had for the alien one. I quite like this one, but it didn't really look like she was too Too alien. She looks a bit more like an ant. And plus, I wanted her to have an unnatural skin colour, which was orange, but it just looks like fake tan. Just kind of funny because I did the... Oh. Anyway. This is when I started exploring another way to show mental human fragility. Ooh, this is a digital work I did. Yeah, I don't usually do digitally. I just borrowed my boyfriend's iPad. Thank you, Caden, for your support. Yeah. Here's the analysis. Oh, I hate this towel. Nothing folds like that. What was I thinking? Nothing folds like that. I don't know what I did. Why did I do that? I just wanted it to look messy, but it just looks insane, and the colour schemes, it's just really fugly. Yeah, that's tragic. Here's a time lapse. The digital. See, I just made the traditional one. I did a bit bigger. Then I basically traced it. But it doesn't count as tracing because it's my own work. This is the first like proper piece of digital art I've done, so it's not too bad of an attempt. Ooh, it's a big chunk. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if I properly explained what I've been doing, so I did this big chunk just to do a quick summary, just to say, hey, this is what's happening if you have no clue what's happening. Okay, more ideas. These all relate to the list of physical signs of mental health issues I made earlier. So this is kind of to slow movement. Can also be difference in moods. How quick moved. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Sorry, I'm not used to talking for long periods of time. When I used to have drama class, I couldn't speak for the rest of the day because my voice hurts so much. I don't typically speak too much. But that's irrelevant. What was I saying? Slow movements and quick changes in moods. This is sort of a similar thing, just a different way to show it. This character's coming back quite a bit. I just love her design. Ooh, this is when I did the big drawing. Disgusting. And I hate it. Yeah, then I was I was so distraught. I did some anatomy. Then we go back to the ideas. It's like loss of appetite and sort of, because that's a sign of mental health issues. And here's just a girl kind of looking a bit depressed. So I've drawn her too. Oh, can we go back to that, please? This one's great. Definitely, it's very much related to the broken glass idea. That's why, if you've noticed, I used one of the same character designs I've used before. Thank you, Getty Images. This is where the art style comes back in. Ugh, I absolutely butchered the Peter Richardson one. Look how nasty those eyes are. One of them is like way lower than the other. They're just mega wonk. They're too big. Oh, disgusting. Oh, and here's the Yoshitaka Amano. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that, but that's me testing out the art style. I quite like it, but I feel like it doesn't... He does it a lot better. And these are the pictures. The final sort of ideas. Well, not ideas, but Well, I ended up picking the metaphorically showing, physically showing the mental health and fashion. These are character designs I've chosen. As you can see, I've picked the doll, the character I've kept drawing, and I've put her in Lolita fashion. The second one is, yeah, I sort of mix the design the design of the masked person and the cracked glass here. So I'm quite liking that one. In the final, I did end up making her hair a bit fluffier, a bit more curly. And for this alien one, as you can see, it's pretty similar. In the final, I did make her a bit chubbier though, because I felt like, why are all of these designs skinny? Why do they all have to be skinny? They don't all have to be skinny. Oh, and here's pictures of me deciding an outfit. Ignore how messy my room was. I thought this was a good idea to do it because my mom bought in my laundry for me to put away. Thank you, mother. So while it was all out, dude, I'm so good at posing. Not to like, damn. So sorry. Yeah, this outfit here is the one I decided to choose. Oh my god, it was so difficult drawing that white line. I like totes didn't think about it. This is the progress of the alien one. As you can see. I didn't take pictures of the process of any of the other ones because, let's be honest, they're all basically the same. Secondary. These are secondary images I've used. Ah, see, look, here's the alien. She's back. Say hello, but... Anyway. I actually lost the reference image for the dress, but I think this was really similar. It was, like, super similar, so I was like, do you know what? Okay. Glass parts, scene outfit, creepy ass centipede. This is the background for the masked idea. Because the one before, it was just so... It was disgusting. It was appalling. This is a primary. I've only got these primary images so far. I do have the other ones. I just need to add them in. Here is the final pieces. See that you can see on the third one. That's where the mask is. It looks very wonky, but none the matter. And here's a closer look at them. See, look, I made her hair fluffier. The alien idea. She isn't much chubbier. I didn't do a great job. Usually I draw people that are very much the standard of beauty. But I mean, I'm practicing. Who knows? I'll get better. This is me. Say hello to me. As you can see, I slightly changed my hair. I just think it looks better this way. And plus this is more similar to how I wear it. Although I do have my ponytail at the back. But I thought if I put it in front, it'd look a bit more complete. Ding. The doll idea. I love this one. It's fabulous. It's slaying. It is wonky. But we don't need to talk about that. Why is the analysis so small? Okay, time to go to the other pages. Teams planning. See, this one's just a bit basic. These are just what my planning. As you can see, I've done a lot of planning. Fab. Looking into universities. So this was a workshop we had at our college. I just had a look around. There honestly wasn't anything that really caught my eye. And I went to Birmingham City Uni. I was really upset. Well, I wasn't really upset. That was just a lie. I was I was a bit disappointed I couldn't stay there the whole day because my mom's been having problems with her eyes, so she had to go to the doctor. I mean, she had to go to the eye hospital the other day. It's kind of a weird story. This isn't relevant to the work, but she accidentally left her purse in the building, and they were like rushing her to get out. And then she accidentally locked it in, and she had her car keys, her ID, literally everything in there. So she did end up getting it back yesterday, so good for her. Yeah, I looked at this work, and not to sound judgy, but it's not good. It's really bad, actually. I mean, honestly, mine isn't great either, I'll be honest. Mine isn't perfect, mine isn't amazing, but like, I feel like if the university is letting in some of these people, then how... These were first year students, though. That's my mom. Say hello to my mom. I did like this painting here that was in the background. That's my mum again. Say hi to my mum again. As you can see behind it, there's some blocks of colour. That was actually crochet. I'm really interested in crochet, but I haven't been able to incorporate it into this project. It's just, yarn's expensive. Oh, and they also had these pamphlets, and it had a bunch of different artists, and then these were the ones I actually liked. This really reminded me of Jenny Saville. And this guy was talking about his connection to his characters. And this person, I liked their art style. I'm looking at these works, though, and they're not... The designs aren't original. See, this first one, that's based off of Pokemon. And this one's based off a character in an anime. I did actually check out their Instagram, though. And it's obviously very skilled work. Warwick University. This one was way worse, actually. They did have, they had art history, and they did have, like, traditional art, but they were like, yeah, sorry, we closed all our studios today. You know, just to annoy you. How does that sound? And then I asked them, like, the dude was like, hey, I can give me your email and we can send you some pictures of it. And like 2 months later, they replied and they were like, hey, sorry, we can't do that. How about you come visit us? So that was really a piss take. But here's some pictures of what was there. Now for the final section. I haven't done this one yet, but on this page I'll be additional works. Adding additional works, like artworks I've done outside of college, not related to this unit, but in the duration I've been working on it, as well as what I have done after I completed my final pieces. So this is going to be also giving my characters context, as well as just adding art I've done during this project, but not for this project. So stuff I've done outside, which has kind of improved my skills. So that so far is my blog. Do I need to say my name? By Imani Elwell, Unit 4 blog. Okay. And cut.